welcome to another episode of Conversations with Ambition Ladiez. And I'm your stand-in host today. I'm the president, CEO of Ambition Ladiez, the boss, Aesop. Pleased to be with you one more time with another very special guest. Before we jump into today's episode, just a little housekeeping. Want you to make sure, if you're watching us on YouTube, click that subscribe button and follow us so you don't miss an episode, you don't miss an upload. Also, if you have streaming TV, make sure you download the Ambition Ladiez app. Follow all these beautiful models, the pictures, the videos, and everything that they're doing, and keep up with us. All right? With no further ado, I have the pleasure to be joined by today beautiful young lady I have the pleasure of working with that has brought so much energy, so much charisma, passion, ambition. I could keep going on with the list of superlatives, but we'd be here all day. And it's her interview debut, I believe, on Ambition Ladiez TV. And we are pleased to have with us none other than the very beautiful and voluptuous Candace.
Hello, hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm glad you could be a part of this interview today. Glad to sit down with you and just talk so that people can get to know you. That's what the Conversations with Ambition Ladiez is all about, just kind of getting to know the models, talking to them, talking about things that interest you, kind of getting to know your background. And for your fans out there that want to know more about you, they can watch this and get to know a little bit more about you. So we're going to dive in deep. So how are you today, first of all?
I'm great. I'm well.
You're doing well?
I am.
How was your day?
Good.
Good.
Day off.
Good. Days off
Those
are
are
good.
always good.
Yeah. Days off are always good. Were you productive?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. What did you do?
Always. Studying my lines for the movie.
Okay,
Vampire
movie.
in
We're going to get
Oakland.
into that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Quick plug, Vampire in Oakland. So study lines for your movie. How's that experience been?
It's been really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a really good experience. I just like being around like a bunch of like new people,
Mm-hmm.
positive people, motivating people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been going good.
Okay, good. Well, let's kind of get into your story for people who don't know you. You're originally from the Bay Area?
Yes.
Okay, where at?
Pittsburgh, California.
Pittsburgh, California. Did you go to school there? Were you born and raised?
Born and raised.
Okay.
But we moved out when I was like a small kid, so we ended up moving to Vallejo, and then that's when I started my freshman year at Vallejo High School.
Okay, so you were Apache.
I am, or I was.
Okay, yeah, I know about Vallejo High. So you went to Vallejo High.
Yes.
And what was your childhood, your upbringing like from Pittsburgh going to Vallejo? What are some of your fond memories growing up? Did you have siblings, brothers, sisters?
I have a lot of siblings.
A lot of siblings.
There's 5 of us all together.
Okay.
I had a good childhood.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I had really good parents. The only thing I didn't like was moving out and away from my friends that I had, and ended up having to make new friends.
Yeah, that could be.
Which was, really hard for me because I didn't know no one, and I'm really quiet and things like that. So, but I ended up like just.
Was it easy for you to make friends? Or?
No.
No,
because I'm a quiet person, and
Quiet.
sometimes I didn't like to talk when I was younger. But I changed now. I like to talk and meet new people.
Which is interesting, being that you're a model and you have to take pictures and be in front of a camera. Mm-hmm. So it's almost kind of like, I guess, an oxymoron. The fact that you're shy, but yet,
I used
you're a
to be.
model.
I'm not as bad as how I used to be.
Okay.
As I gotten older, I gotten more, comfortable.
Okay. We'll get more into that later on. She says she's shy, but I've seen some pictures where I don't know about her being shy. So you went to high school in Vallejo. So
Yes.
after high school, kind of, did you go to college? What was kind of your matriculation after high school?
That's the thing. I didn't know what I wanted to do when I got out of high school. I just pretty much, I didn't really go to my guidance counselor, and when I did go to my guidance counselor, she didn't really give me much information about college, and plus she was like a really older lady, so she was like in her 80s, I think. So she was really slow at getting things around. So it's like getting around to things. Excuse me. So I'm like, whatever, just pushed it. I didn't really know what I wanted to do.
Right.
My sister, I have a sister, two sisters. So my middle sister, she's a cosmetologist.
Oh, okay.
And she was already going to school, to get her cosmetology license to be a cosmetologist. And then she asked me, she says, why don't you give the school a try, see if you like it. They have all kind of programs.
Mm-hmm.
And the one she suggested to me was to be an esthetician. And for people who don't know, that's like a skin
break that
technician.
down. Okay, esthetician.
Esthetician.
That's the word of the day here. So what does that esthetician do?
Basically, we do facials.
Okay, so you can hook me up whenever I need.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brow waxing, a lot of
need
waxing,
that. I don't need
lash
brow waxing.
extensions,
Don't need that.
skincare
Okay.
routine, things like that.
Okay.
That's what an esthetician does.
Gotcha.
We do a lot of things.
Okay. So you got into that like right after high school?
Right after high school.
Wow.
Well, not right after. I would say like a year after.
Okay, well that's pretty soon.
So I graduated in 05.
Okay.
So in 2006, that's when I went.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you were inspired by your sister?
basically by my sister,
Okay.
but I mean, it was only like 6-month program.
Mm-hmm.
So, and back then it didn't cost that much.
Mm-hmm.
So
I hear that more now. Seems like it's become a thing over the last maybe I want to say 3 to 4 years, 5
Yeah.
years. Am I right?
yeah, it wasn't. At the time, it was really cheap. So I'm
So
like,
you
oh,
ain't
no.
new to this. You true to this. You've been doing this.
I've been doing it.
Yeah. Wow.
When I completed the course, I'm like, okay, what do I do next? So I had to go to board, to get my license.
Right.
So I took the practical, but I didn't take the written.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, I just left everything like right there and just started like working because I was really young when I, got out of high school. I was really young going to esthetician school.
Wow.
It wasn't like nothing was exciting to me.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't. So I just left it.
When you say nothing was exciting, what do you mean? Elaborate on that a little bit.
The program wasn't exciting, so
Okay.
I didn't know what to do afterwards as far as like how do I get a job being an esthetician.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just certified. I wasn't licensed, so that's a whole other step that I had to do. So back then I was just like, I don't even want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just leave it alone. So I left it. And then in 2009, I thought a lot about teeth. So I went to school to be a dental assistant.
Wow.
And I liked that way more than I like being an esthetician.
But look at you. You just building up your resume at such a young age. You went from
I didn't realize
esthetician-
that being young.
Right. No, that's good. And some of the, people that'll watch this can be inspired by that. So go ahead.
Went to
And
dental.
what made you get into that?
I like teeth.
You got to give us that. You have some beautiful teeth, too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like teeth, and I feel like teeth are important.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't know that teeth plays a major role in your health,
Mm-hmm.
your oral health, your health, everything. So I got into that. It was just more interesting when I went in and checked the school out, thought about it, stuff like that. And plus, I didn't really like the job that I was working at, but I still was working there.
Mm-hmm.
I did that for a year plus extern, and then I went to state board and got my dental assisting license, which to be excuse me, to be a registered dental assistant.
Mm-hmm.
So getting into that, like a lot of dental offices, they like for the assistant to have experience.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really, really hard for me to get experience. It was really hard. So I had to start off by volunteering a lot before I can go in and, make the money that I want to make.
How long did you, when you say a lot, how long did you have to volunteer just to get the audience?
It took me 2 years.
Wow.
2 years.
A volunteer, no pay?
Volunteer, no pay. So when I was going to dental assisting school.
See, and it's funny, not to cut you off, how nowadays, and we can kind of bring it back to the modeling industry, which we'll get into, how people don't want to pay their dues. I come from the era where you had to intern. You had to work for free. If you look at people like Puffy, to take a popular example, like how he interned at Uptown Records. He just looked to get his foot in the door and prove himself. Well, now you talk to some models, they want to get paid right out the gate.
Yeah, that can't.
And they haven't even did nothing. Don't nobody know who you are. They think because they got a couple thousand followers.
A few pictures.
A few pictures. A few people
Instagram
told them
model.
they cute. That, you know, you want to get paid, but sometimes you have to pay your dues. So I liken that to what you did. You know, for 2 years you volunteered. Most people would have quit.
I was so mad. Like, I wanted to quit. I'm like, I
Right.
want to get paid. I want some money.
Right.
I'm tired of working for free. Because it was like all day I had to volunteer my time. And then I still had to go to work.
Wow.
Even during my extern, I had to go to work and do my extern.
That's ambition. that's ambition right there. That's what I'm talking about.
And then when I was in dental assisting school, I had to go to work and school too.
Yeah,
So I would go to work in the morning, go to school at night.
Wow.
Plus do my homework and get to bed on time to go to school.
I almost want to give you a hug. That seemed like a lot.
It was a lot. When my car broke down for 3 months,
Wow.
That was hard.
Did you miss any school?
I didn't. You know, I'm thankful for that. I had really good like people that I went to school with. So we carpooled. I just gave them gas there and back. I only missed like maybe like a day, maybe 2 days of school, but not a lot.
Wow.